The traditional story of Orpheus comes from Ovid's Metamorphoses. And basically what happened was that Orpheus, who was the most famous musician who ever lived, gets married to Eurydice. But Eurydice, the next morning, is bitten by a snake and dies. So Orpheus goes to the underworld to try to get her back. And of course, living people can't cross the river Styx and go into the land of the dead, but he's able to charm the boatman through his singing and moves into the land of the dead, and from there talks to the gods and convinces them to let him bring her back. But he's been warned not to turn around and look at her until he gets back to the land of the living. He begins to have doubts and he can't help himself, and he turns and looks back and loses her forever.
We're calling this an iPod opera, and we tend to take the word opera in its most literal sense, which is a large-scale work with lots of visuals, lots of musicians, lots of movement, lots of dancers.
Now, we're not telling the story in any kind of a literal way. What we are doing is to create memories and echoes of the story that will resonate with people with their own memories that they bring to the experience.
And we feel the need that in addition to having musicians, we really do need to have actors and dancers and create more of a spectacle to surround the sound.
When I learned that they were in fact projecting a project around Orpheus, my antennae went up immediately, and I said, well, we must get this to Australia.
I think it's an amazing opportunity. The scale of it is completely incomprehensible at the moment, and I think it will remain that until we're actually in performance. But just the chance it gives all of us students and staff to get involved in a really big project and bring lots of different people together. We've never done that before at the Conservatorium, so it's really exciting.
Pretty excited about iOrpheus because it's an event that engages the public space of South Bank. For a long time we've been, I guess, conscious of the fact that we have a number of cultural institutions within South Bank, and part of our objective, or particularly as part of our cultural development policy, if you like, is to take the creative energy that's within those institutions out into the parkland.
I'm really quite excited about tomorrow. Always the week before for a big event, particularly an event where you don't know what's going to be happening. There's a little bit of anxiety or nervousness about things, but things seem to be coming together quite wonderfully.
So all in all, iOrpheus is about space, and about scale, and about memory, and about echo.
They say there'll be a wedding today. He's a musician. His name is Orpheus. Her, Eurydice. Watch out. Things happen at weddings that are unpredictable.
2 minutes.
2 minutes till kick off.
2 minutes till kick off.
One of the things we're echoing is the idea that the South Bank Parklands was originally the Expo 88 site. Another sound installation that we have is by Warren Burt from Wollongong, and Warren was actually at the original Expo 88 site, and he's using some of the sounds that he created for Expo 88 in the sound installation that he's doing at the Nepalese Pagoda for us. what we're really doing with this story is echoing much of the original material, not only verbal material, but sound material as well. Daniel Blinkhorn's sound installation is titled "And They Threw His Singing Head into the Sea," which is the point in the story where Orpheus charms the boatman and crosses the river Styx.